Okay. Tough loss. Tough loss. Absolutely. Love the way our guys fought. Really, I thought gave everything we had again. Buddy's out there running around on one leg and, begging not to come off the court. And that's what you want. And we gave ourselves a chance, and we're disappointed in the loss clearly, but love the fight from the group, and we did some things well out there, just not enough down the stretch. We couldn't get those stops. I thought we were grinding out another type of game like we've had on this past road trip, and then you got to give them credit. I mean, Murray hit some tough shots down the stretch. I'm sure we got a little fatigued, but Rudy Gay hit a couple, tough contested late ones, and they made just a couple extra plays at the end than we did. And now we have to understand, like, okay, this loss hurts, and we wanted this one, but we got another game coming up, and we gotta bounce back and mentally be ready to get after it again. So we'll move forward.
James Ham.
Yeah, Luke, just how big of a blow was this to your team, and what's the locker room like after that loss?
Yeah, like I said, the guys are disappointed. They gave everything they had, really fought, and I keep it short after the games like that. We'll talk about it more tomorrow. But it's we wanted it. So, but all losses hurt. Honestly, that was a big one tonight. But the important thing is that we learn from it, and that we're ready to come and play against OKC in a few days.
Sean?
Yeah, Luke, you mentioned a second ago about the fatigue. That's what I was going to ask you. Did it kind of look like that some of that maybe compounded a little bit down the stretch?
I think that had probably a little bit to do with it. It's that type of game. There was a lot of, it was a high energy game. And, we know that scoring is going to be tough for us with who we have out. So we're looking to push it as much as we can. I think we had 17 fast break points. And then, there's guys out there playing big minutes. And that's a big, strong, lengthy team over there. So, the fatigue and this late into the season, that's part of it. And to win those type of games, we have to fight through that and still make plays. And we, like I said, we had our chances, and we just didn't get it done at the end.
Jason Anderson.
Luke, when you watch games like this and teams in your position, you really are struck a lot of times by how important every possession is, and how it's, there were just a couple of times that turnover on the inbound play, for example. Just, is that, kind of a learning tool, something you can use to teach from this experience?
Oh, absolutely. There's a lot to learn from. And, that one, it's like, I know it's the first half, but like DeMar DeRozan is going to pump fake, right? And we jumped twice on his pump fake, and now he hits 4 free throws, and now he's got, that's not the only reason. But you ask about little plays, and there's going to be mistakes throughout the season. But these type of games, like, those are the ones we can't afford, to make as the game's finding its own little life that each game takes. The baseline play, I watched it on the tape. We've hit a few threes on that this season, and Buddy was wide open coming off. But it's normally Harrison and De'Aaron running the first part of it. So that's something that you'd like to get a little rep with. But I can't blame. That's not. We tried to execute the play, and it didn't work out for us. But yeah, every play, and when we talk about it all season long, that's why running back on defense every time is important. Boxing out is important. All these things add up at the end of the day, and especially as you get towards the end of the season, when you're in these type of games, you have to be able to just, we have to be able to do those things. And tonight we made it our fair, 16 turnovers, 20 points, things like that really caught up to us.
Jason Jones.
Yeah, Luke. Last year you ran into the Spurs in the bubble, and I won't say if it's similar, but kind of a similar situation with a lot on the line. and you run into them again this time out. Just how do you think overall the guys responded just to the challenge of a team that's a veteran team, a strong team, and a team that's going to execute well down the stretch?
Yeah, I thought our guys responded well. Like, not one, we were down, it was kind of back and forth, and we got down a few different times. Every time we got down, we fought back into it, including that fourth quarter. I think they got up 10 or 11 there. We cut it back down to 1. Like, we kept fighting, kept responding. And you're right, that's you look at that team's been in the playoffs. You got guys like DeMar and Patty on those teams, Rudy, like these guys. This is for them, this is any other game, right? And you look down our roster, and these are great. That's why it's great for us to be in these games. Mo Harkless has been in a lot of playoff games. That's probably it right there. So you have to gain that experience, and it's great that we're playing meaningful games this late into the season. And like I said, we're disappointed we lost it, but it was a great opportunity and something that we'll learn from.
Tony Harvey.
Yeah, Coach, you just mentioned one player, and that was Rudy Gay. Played here once upon a time. Been in the league for a long time. Of course, it was an all-around effort from the Spurs players, but Rudy, what's your thoughts on him and his career so far? He just keeps going and going strong.
Yeah, he's a great player. As he's really done a nice job of wherever he goes, giving a team what they need. And, for here, he knocks down big threes for him. If you switch on him, he's got a post threat. So I've always been a big fan of his game. From what I know him, great guy. But he was, he hurt us tonight. He made big shots for them.
We'll go back to Sean.
Yeah, Luke, just real quick, you mentioned Buddy playing on one leg. Do you know what was bothering him?
He tweaked his ankle again. He's tweaked it, a few times, but like I said, he was begging to stay on the floor, which is what you want. But yeah, he was, he is very competitive, and like I said, I'm proud of our group for how we fought tonight.
James.
Yeah, Luke, does this change the last 5 games for you, this loss, just where you are in the standings as far as whether we might see Harrison or whether we might see De'Aaron?
No, not for me. We're going to go, like I said, we got to let this one hurt, and then we got to get ready for OKC. And we're going into the OKC game. We have to find the same mindset we've been playing with. We've been, like I've said for a while now, we've been playing really good basketball. Now there's a couple losses in there. But overall, it's been a good brand, and we want to make sure that we keep playing that way going forward.
Jason Anderson.
2 parts, Luke. Marvin, just wondering if that left hand is bothering him a little bit from the last game. And then to follow up on James's question a little bit, like if you guys are eliminated, would there be any reason to bring De'Aaron back, or would you shut him down at that point?
Yeah, I mean, those are, we can get to those when and if that happens. But for now, going into the next OKC game, I'm playing as long as I got, as long as I have healthy bodies from the training staff. Like if they're clear to go, I'm playing our guys, and we've been playing really good basketball. And to me, it's important that we continue that and focus on that. To whether it's into a play-in game or into an off season, we want to make sure that we're ending on a high note.
Last question for Coach Jason Jones.
Yeah, Luke, just what do you think is the biggest takeaway that you can take from a game like tonight for this guys going forward, not just the end of this season, but going into next season?
Yeah, I'd say the attention to detail and why every little thing is so important. I know what it's like to be a player, and I know how you're tired of hearing about running back on defense or boxing out, or those little details of the game. But then you get to these type of games that you really want to win, and those things add up. So I think a great lesson to learn is just the importance of the details of the game and getting good at those. So we'll show some clips. We'll address it and talk about it and learn from it.
One more question for Coach Jason Anderson.
Just the Marvin question, Luke. Is that left hand bothering him?
Not from my understanding, no. But that's a question probably have to ask Marvin. But I have not been told that it is bothering him.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, thanks, guys.